Good morning, friends. Halloween is upon us. We have just a few days left, but today we have our spooky storytime stroll, so you know that means that costumes have to be done. So hang in there. We are tackling Kasper's costume first, because that's important. Also, look at my awesome new baby gate that Peter made, because Felix is a menace. Yep, here we go.
Yes.
Do you want to try on that Halloween shirt I'm working on?
Yeah, just one side machine does shining
Good morning. Did you know that 2 years ago today we were at Sick Kids and you were having your MEG scan? Good morning. It's a day in October. What's today? The 7th. It is, no, don't touch it. It is, I was about to say Halloween weekend. It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Mommy.
Hi. The reason I'm thinking Halloween is because I started work on costumes. And also, we are, you want up to, oh my god. We're hosting.
No!
Help! Help. I'm deferring to you because I changed about 20,000 poops
Take
the other
this
day.
poop from me!
Anyways, the other day when Bean was home, his poor little bum is so sore. I know it's off topic. Because he's teething. All 4 eye teeth are still pushing through. And and he pooped literally 7 times that day. Like, so I had given him a bubble bath.
Mommy.
Felix.
Ma.
More what?
A lot.
Not right now.
A lot.
Not right now. Can you wait a minute? So I just said to Peter, like, you deal with it, please. Because Thursday was like,
Mommy.
hello.
Hi.
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 You say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, there's just a lot of poop. So, here we are. Anyways, so, Halloween costumes this year. We're not doing a complete family theme because Kasper wants to be his own guy, which is fine. So, he wants to be...
Mommy.
He doesn't want to be Mummy. No, he wants to be Crossbones from Captain America Civil War. I'll put in a picture here. Mama.
Mommy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So the plan for the costume is mostly like a top. I'm not making him pants because he has black jeans from his babcha. So we're going to get him knee pads, like that you would just use for like rollerblading or whatever. So knee pads, maybe elbow pads too. I don't know. If it comes as like a set, then he can wear those too. Because it's like he wears like armor. Peter's going to make him these like the punching gloves that he wears. It's like these like, I don't know, pneumatic or hydraulic like fisticuffs. No, she's sleeping. That he wears to like make his punches stronger, I guess. And then like the mask. And then the shirt. So I'm making him, I'll show you in a second. I'm going to get him to try it on. It's I keep calling it a muscle shirt. It's not like a tank top, like muscle shirt. It's a shirt with muscles on it. And then he's going to have this like armor plating stuff. I don't have a pattern for the armor plating. I don't have a pattern for the muscles. The only thing I had a pattern for was the shirt. And I'm trying to use fabric in my stash. I did have to go, I should get the fabric from the laundry, shouldn't I? I'll get that in a minute, because if I leave the camera with Felix, then we screwed. I'll show you the fabric later. Do you want to know what? Because whatever. Hey.
Ma.
You're okay.
Ma.
So yeah, the pattern that I'm gonna use, or like the lack of pattern, I'm just gonna kind of like wing it. I don't want you to fall. For the like chest armor, chest plate, the shape of it is like here, and then on an angle, and then it's got like straps, and then it comes like down here, and then it's got like a waist piece that comes around with some buckles on it. and some strapping. So I'm gonna do all that without a pattern. Like I'm gonna just wing it. So that's Kasper. He wants to be his own thing for Halloween. I'm just happy I can make the costume. And then Felix, myself, and Augie are seriously are gonna be Lock, Shock, and Barrel from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So Barrel, I'm not making your costume. Yeah, because you're just gonna wear your skeleton pajamas that you just got. Augie's gonna be Lock, which is the little like red devil guy, and then I'm gonna be Shock, the witch. So I'm gonna make myself like a purple dress, or it's like pinky purple, and a witch's hat, and then we'll make the mask as well. So I'll wear the mask. We may or may not put them in the wagon, so we might, if we have enough cardboard, make like the bathtub cutouts. I'll put the picture. Hello? For the wagon. And then I said to Peter he should be Oogie Boogie, because Lock, Shock, and Barrel are the Boogie Boys. And then if his brother and sister-in-law to be come down as well, they're probably going to be Jack and Sally. What I thought I would do, because I'm going to sew the muscles right onto this shirt. Did you just trip on yourself?
Sure.
I've just tacked it on with white thread so I can like see it right now. And I haven't put on a neckband. I've attached the front of the shirt and the back of the shirt together properly at the side seams. And I've attached the sleeve on. However, to put it all together, I've only just basted it so that, oh, that's really bright, so that it's easy to take apart. So once Kasper tries it on and I get all the positioning right, I can take apart the side seams and it'll be easier to like actually sew on the pieces.
My thing is fat.
I know, so it's your muscle. So it's to give you like a big shoulder muscle. And that's why I needed the chalk pen. Thank you. Can you go snuggle with Daddy? No. Oh, maybe? All right, come here. Kasp, I'm just having deja vu. Kasper, cool.
Hello.
Come at me, bro. Say Hail Hydra. So I am trimming up the side seams from the entire pattern because it is an oversized sweater pattern. I probably should have done a size 5 instead of a size 6, but that's okay. I'm just trimming it up to make it a little bit more snug, and now we're stitching on or pinning on all of the little panels that I'm going to stuff to make muscles. So this is going to be a deltoid, and then I left a little bit open. I'm going to stuff it with just like the same stuff you'd stuff a stuffed animal with. How many times have I just said stuffed? I don't even know. I'm going to use those booby pads from like a nursing bra because I hate them. I'm going to trim them up into more of a pectoral shape so they're not kind of like rounded triangles. They're going to be a little bit more boxy so that I can keep them nice and smooth so like his pectorals don't go lumpy. So I'm going to put 2 of those on there. I put fabric on top and then I stitched them down, again leaving an opening to stuff it. And then we did the abdominals, so stitching on those lines, leaving the edges open so that I can stuff each little pocket, and then closing up those edges, and he's got a 6-pack. Don't we all wish it was so easy? Okay, we're down in the sewing room. I have the monitor on with the screen off to save battery because the plug's upstairs. I have Kasper's muscle shirt. I keep saying muscle shirt, but I don't mean like muscle shirt. I mean a shirt with muscles. Neckband, I think. Neckband. Waistband. Cuffs. I think I'll do the neckband first. So right sides together. It's the soft side, and then the fleecy side's the wrong side. So you do like, I'm gonna do the ham hot method. I've mentioned this in my sewing videos before. I sometimes have to Google it because I don't remember, do I do like what constitutes hamburger versus hot dog folding, but hamburger is widthwise, hot dog is lengthwise. And then you just zip there, and then when you open it up, you've got yourself a lovely little neckband. Like that. I need to basically like just find the center front. So if I put my two shoulder seams together like that and then pull the front, hopefully my pectoral muscles are lined up. That will be the center front. Do the same thing on the back. That will be the center back. However, the shoulder seams are not necessarily the two other quarter points. As you notice, the front is much longer than the back. So once I have my center back and center front, I'll stick those two together. And then when I do that, you can see the difference. There's the shoulder seam and that's the quarter point. So don't assume, which I've made that mistake before, don't assume that your shoulder seams are like equidistant from the front and the back, if I'm saying that right. So I'm going to mark all those, and then I will serge the neckband into its like hamburger hot dog and put it right side out, mark the quarter points of that, and the same thing. One point will be the seam, the other side opposite that is the front, I guess, because you usually put the seam at the back, and then you stick those two together, and then your two side seams are halfway between each of those. Clear as mud? Perfect, let's sew it. Try and get Bean back down for nap because this is ridiculous. So we'll check on the neckband if I manage to get him down for more of a nap, because like I said, it's been about 50 minutes and that's insufficient. So we'll see, wish me luck. I nursed him for 20 minutes and he's sleeping again, so hopefully he gives us half an hour. Anyways, neckband is on. So that's lovely. I'm going to serge the waistband and cuffs. I'm going to do the waistband first because I was thinking I might try and see if I can do thumb hole cuffs if they're not hard, because I'm sure the sleeves are long enough that like with the cuffs on there, I mean, it'll be like that. Maybe they won't be. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to see how hard it is to do thumb hole cuffs. And if it seems too hard, then I'm just not going to do it, because Peter's going to make him like big cardboard gloves, punching gloves, and then once he's got this on, I might take some scrap cotton and drape it on him and try and like pin it to the shirt, or like trace out like the shape I need while he's wearing it to make like that chest piece and waistband thing. I don't know. We're winging it. Okay, Kasper's home. He is wearing his shirt that I have completed. Now it's time to pin out and trace out for the, come here.
I'm gonna try.
Are you gonna jump onto it? For the armor. The tactical protective equipment. So I have my handy dandy chalk pen,
I kind
pins,
of got
a Kasper, and fabric. All right.
Don't pin.
I'm not gonna pin you. I'm gonna pin to the fabric. So, muscles. Look at that. Nice. It's okay, Bean. Okay, you want to stand on your tripod, or like what? What's the plan? What are you doing? So I figured you're gonna have to stay still for this process. I figured what I would do is just pin it to him and then mark out with the chalk pen. Is that cool?
Yes.
I see your belly button. Okay, if you don't want me to pin you, you do have to stay still. Can you come a little closer to Mom?
No.
Please. There you go. Just stand with your arms regular. That's not standing regular. That gives us an idea. Don't pull it off yet. I gotta undo the pin so you don't hurt yourself. Alright, let's do a close-up. So I've just drawn out where the shoulder straps should be. That's a great face. Where the chest piece will be. I'm going to do it in multiple pieces and layers, so it'll look, instead of just being one piece with like the top part and the waist, it's going to be one piece and then a waist piece with buckles that goes on top that wraps all the way around. We're going to do our best, right? Yay! Okay. Yeah. Hello, it's another day. I have, as long as Bean is sleeping, he's been down for maybe 15-20 minutes. I've made myself fresh coffee. But yes, I have as long as Bean is sleeping right now to work on the tactical gear for Kasper's costume. I was about to say Kasper's present. For Kasper's costume. To find my tracing paper, I'm going to lay it down on the floor. But if I can at least get like the basics done, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to draw half of the pattern so that I can cut everything out on the fold. And then I'll probably add like a 1/2 inch around it for seam allowance, because I think where I drew it is give or take the size I want it to be. So the only thing I haven't figured out is the straps for the shoulder. And also this fabric, like it's cotton, and because I'm going to be putting like the interfacing on both sides, it's going to be hopefully stiff enough that it gives tactical gear vibes. But also, are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, save me now. I need to try and get Bean back down for a nap. Okay, I'm back. I don't know how long this is going to last. So I think what I was saying is I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to attach everything in terms of like the side seams, because there's no front zipper. It's not going to stretch because of the type of material I'm using. So he has to be able to get it on. I have all of my pieces cut out. So I have 4 of these, so 2 and 2. That's the waist wrap pieces. And then I have 2 of each of these. This is going to go in behind at the front. Behind at the front, you know what I mean? It's going to go behind the waist strap pieces, so it'll be like this. And then these will kind of wrap on top of it. And then the buckles will be on top of that. And that is not going up on the chest, that is going around the waist. There's that. And then I have 4 of these. 2 for the front, 2 for the back. Let's think this through, okay? Bring you closer. Okay, so let's just pretend that these are finished. We have a front piece and we have a back piece, which are not going to be attached at both sides. They'll be attached at this side seam, but not this one, so Kasper can kind of scooch into it. Okay, maybe I should zoom you back out a little bit. There we go. And then when this wraps around to be on top, this piece will go here, this piece will wrap like that, and this piece will wrap like that. I know it's very hard to see because A, I zoomed you out too far, and B, oh my gosh, it's black on black on black, or like gray on gray on gray. So I just need to figure out how to attach like all of these. I wonder if I should attach all of these to the front piece, because the buckles are going to hold it in. So what I mean by that is finish these front pieces except for the edges that will be at the sides. So that way I can turn them right side out so that all of the seams are enclosed. This piece I will finish completely, and then I think I will attach these 2 together. Like this inner panel and this one I'll attach together. Maybe like as I top stitch it. Then this will be like that. Again, if you could see. Like this. And I will attach this in this side seam. Like so. So it's all finished. And then this piece will just wrap kind of like that. This piece, I will finish all of these edges, turn it right side out, and the raw edge I will enclose in between the main and the lining of the front panel piece. So like over here. And then the back panel piece will only be attached on this side as well. Clear as mud? Perfect. So Peter and I did some discussion because I wanted to make sure in my sleep-addled brain that I was going to be putting this together properly. So this is the front piece of the armor. This back here is the back piece of the armor. It has not been sewn together yet because I want to do my best to enclose all of these seams. So I still have to make shoulder straps, but they're going to be stitched onto the outside because I think it'll make it look more layered. So all of these pieces need to be sewn into the side seams of the back piece. So they're going to eventually get tucked in. But before I do that, I need to attach these two together. So what's going to happen eventually, get it to open, is the shoulder straps will attach the back and the front together. So Kasper will be able to lift that open and slide his head through and his arms through, pull that down over his chest, and then wrap this and this, and then do up a buckle, which means I also need to cut strapping for a buckle. Okay. Okay, stand back a little bit. Stand back a little bit. You gotta put this piece on. They're not gonna see it because it's gonna be too much lower on your chest. Okay. Hold that one like that. Hold on, it's gotta come up a little higher.
I like the how it's hard.
Can you hold that? That's your protection. Oh, jeepers. Well, the shoulder straps will help, but I can always add Velcro if we need. Okay, we're back in sewing land. I put on a sweater because it's freaking cold down here. I also have a smoothie, so that's not going to help. To recap on sewing, Kasper's muscles, I got his like armor. I kind of wish I did this part different, but that's fine. Do you want? He likes it, and that's what counts. And then I just have my dark gray fabric with the design, give or take, for his shoulder straps. So I'm gonna open this up on the floor and then just try and like clean it up, I guess maybe with a ruler. I'm gonna just cut it straight out because if they're a little bit more narrow than this, that's okay. Instead of trying to like redraw it onto tracing paper, and then whichever one I cut out, I will just use that as like my pattern piece, I guess. So I'm gonna put this on the floor and cut it out, and then hope that a certain somebody stays asleep long enough for me to get this done, because if I get this done, then my portion of Kasper's costume is complete. Okay, so here they are, turned right out. This edge here is still unfinished, so I'm going to tuck those in and stitch them because I'm not sure if I'm going to attach them to the same part of the back. It's going to be attached like here, but then also I'm contemplating stitching them together, or at least butting them up against each other on the back panel, and then this is the front. So this is going to like wrap around his neck area here and then his shoulders here. Kind of look like little wings right now. Okay, it's officially put together. I don't know if I'm gonna add the extra strapping. We'll see. We'll see how it all looks, but That's the end of my sewing time because Augie's awake. So. And now for the final touch, we are adding the big white cross to the front because he is Crossbones, and so he needs a big white cross. I cannot wait to show you pictures from our whole family setup because Peter did an amazing job on Kasper's fisticuffs and his mask and entirely his Oogie Boogie costume, which, I mean, had me howling. I have not laughed like that in a good long time. So stay tuned because I will have more Halloween goodness coming up. And otherwise, thanks for sticking with me because this was a long one. So happy Halloween, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.